Welcome to the Bentonville Schools Foundation Academic Signing Ceremony. My name is Jason Hendren, and I am a member of the Foundation's Board of Directors. The academic signing ceremony began several years ago as a way to recognize students receiving academic scholarships. Prior to that time, signing days had focused on athletic scholarship recipients. We thought it would be great to do something similar for academic scholarship recipients. In addition, we wanted to give the students an opportunity to recognize a teacher who influenced their educational journey. Over the years, this event has been a fantastic success, highlighting our top academic scholarship achievers, their families, and the outstanding educators who played such an important role in their lives. Thank you for being with us, and congratulations to all the scholarship recipients and their teachers.
Hello, I'm delighted to welcome you to the 2020 Bentonville Schools Foundation Academic Signing. Certainly, this is a first for Bentonville Schools as we celebrate 22 of our finest seniors tonight. I want to take a moment to recognize the Bentonville Schools Foundation, led by Marcus Osborne. The foundation members dedicate time and talent to support this tradition. And while traditions may change, the value that Bentonville Schools places on excellence does not. Congratulations, seniors. We're very proud of your accomplishments.
Hello, my name is Colin Crap, and I will be attending Southern Methodist University next year in Dallas, Texas. At SMU, I plan on pursuing a degree in both accounting and international studies with an emphasis in Europe. I was selected to be a BBBA scholar within the Cox School of Business, as well as invited into the Hilltop Scholars Program, both which offer unique opportunities throughout campus and the Dallas area that will enhance my experience and future after school. Once I graduate from SMU, I would like to work as an accountant within the sports industry or serve in the financial sector of a professional sports organization or athletic department of a university. Throughout high school, I participated in numerous different organizations and activities that have influenced who I am today and will continue to shape who I am down the road. At Bentonville High School, I was involved in National Honor Society and Quiz Bowl and earned the honors of AP Scholar with Distinction, as well as on pace to graduate ranked top 10 in the 2020 class, a goal I've had for myself ever since stepping on campus. Outside the halls of BHS, I've worked at Rush Running for over 2 years, where I'm able to share my passion for living an active lifestyle with those in our community and guide them in whatever path they desire. I also had the pleasure of being a part of the Ozark chapter of the Young Men's Service League, a group of young men and their mothers who serve throughout the community. I've attended Bentonville Public Schools from kindergarten on and have had the privilege of learning from some of the most fabulous teachers. However, Mr. Bassing is the teacher that has impacted my educational experience the most and someone I'll always be grateful to have learned from. I had Mr. Bassing for 6th grade social studies, AP United States history during my junior year, and finally as a student aide this year. His passion for history contributed to my desire to earn a degree in international relations, as the class was always a place where I felt like I could be myself while learning in a fun environment. We can talk about college sports on end and are never hesitant to give each other a hard time when his Razorbacks or my Vols suffer a crushing defeat. The most important quality that I learned from Mr. Bassing that'll serve me well while at SMU and beyond is keeping a positive attitude and respecting the opinions of others even if you may disagree. Mr. Bassing, thank you for what you've done for me.
Hi, I'm Josh Poyfair. Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to apply to Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. I suppose you could say that I knew my life was a complete and utter failure if I wasn't accepted. Fortunately, I'll never have to live out that nightmare, as I eagerly found out I had been accepted. Many of my friends from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints will also join me there, at least with Zoom calls and YouTube lectures if worst comes to worst. I plan on studying psychology and ultimately learning what career path or pretend career path I'm capable of, following my general instruction. Speaking of which, jobs that interest me currently our research in dream retrieval and personality, as well as in clinical counseling. Apart from that, I'm interested in teaching philosophy and psychology at the post-secondary level. But reflecting on the here and now, there are a few awards that I'm very proud of and excited to thank everyone who led me on the way to their attainment. Academically, there was nothing that impressed me more than the growth and learning I received as I strive to become a national merit candidate. From the practice tests to the deep and rudimentary instruction I received from all of my extraordinary teachers, it's no wonder the momentous result. On the side, I had been intent on excelling within my troop of Boy Scouts of America. I knew that they would be a great honor and opportunity for kids like me to push through the program and earn its crowning and recognizable award, the Eagle Scout rank. Again, I was hopeless without my leaders and family support. And athletically, I enjoyed participating in wrestling and football, and became all-conference in the former as a testament of my coach's willingness to shape such an ordinary contender like me. That is why I'd like to honor Aaron Wise for his mentoring me with not only his expert ninja skills in wrestling, but also his willingness to teach a higher moral principle by example. His leadership allowed me to understand the spirit of competition and hard work from a lifestyle perspective as we engaged in adversity, team cohesion, and the grind of the weekday doldrums. Armed with these skills in the classroom, I was able to lead others as I was led and apply the same principles to educating myself with a purpose and others in mind. A continuation that life, like sports, is hardly meant to be selfishly oriented. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Krishna, and I've truly enjoyed the 4 years I've spent at Bentonville High School and will never forget the memories that the school has given me. While at BHS, I was the president of the Future Business Leaders of America, an International Science and Engineering Fair finalist, an Ignite Professional Studies Ambassador, and a violinist in the BHS Symphonic, Nakamrata, and Chamber Orchestras. In the fall, I'm planning to go to Columbia University in New York City to study computer science with a specialization in graphics and user interface design. My dream is to become a user interface and user experience designer at a top technology company like Google, Amazon, or Disney. Today, I'm honored to recognize Mr. Russell, who is the Ignite Technology instructor at the Ignite Center for Advanced Professional Studies. For the past 2 years, Mr. Russell has always opened doors for all his students to try new things in technology, from 3D printing to programming to cybersecurity. He also really drilled the effectiveness of communication and collaboration, and it's helped me become a better teammate in the school and the workplace. However, I would say the biggest thing I'm thankful for was the fact that he paved the way for me to find a career that I was wanting to go into. I was always interested in drawing and the arts from a young age. But when I started programming in the 7th grade, I realized I wanted a career that included both. When I approached him with this request, he suggested an internship in user interface design, which at the time was the first I'd ever heard of it. Since then, I've loved learning about the profession and realized it's the career I want to pursue in the future. Thank you so much for all your guidance and support, Mr. Russell.
Hello, I'm Blake Souter. This fall, I will be attending the University of Arkansas as an Honors College Fellow. I plan to major in industrial engineering and economics. In the future, I hope to stay in Arkansas and work in a logistics-oriented position at a major corporation. In my time at Bentonville High School, I have been able to pursue a variety of opportunities and experiences. Among the most memorable were my 2 years on student council, serving as the president of HOSA, being involved in an Arkansas stream team through our biology club, and attending both Arkansas Governor's School and Arkansas Boys State this past summer. Bentonville's AP program enabled me to intensely pursue my academic interests, and I was recognized as an AP Scholar with distinction for my successes. I am immensely thankful to all of the outstanding educators who have contributed to my success over these past 4 years. As I look back on my high school experience, one teacher that consistently stands out is Mr. Willis. I had Mr. Willis for 2 years, as I was in both his Algebra 2 and Pre-Calculus classes. His commitment to helping his students succeed goes above and beyond what could ever be expected, and I am thankful for his willingness to develop his students' math skills while also taking a personal interest in their lives. When I think of Mr. Willis, I think of someone who brings their best to the table each and every day, is compassionate in their interactions with others, and is uniquely qualified to serve in a profession that prioritizes investment in future generations. Mr. Willis gave me the confidence I needed to pursue a higher level mathematics both this year and beyond, and was consistently there for me when I needed support and advice through the many ups and downs of high school. I am thankful to have been his student, and I am proud to consider him a mentor.
Hello, my name is Sebastian Bedford. After graduation, I'll be attending Hendrix College in Conway. Throughout my 4 years at Bentonville West, I had very high standards set for myself by my brother, who had also been very successful at Bentonville High School. So while I was never told I had to take any AP classes or join any clubs and extracurriculars, I'm very fortunate to have had the example set of my brother to encourage me in taking 10 AP classes, studying for the ACT, and joining as many clubs as I found interesting. I also spent a fair amount of time involved in extracurriculars, the main two being varsity soccer and chamber choir. I played varsity soccer for 4 years and have been in choir for 3 years. These two teams have shown me that hard work and caring about your goals will result in a fruitful experience regardless of the outcome. When I was in the 9th grade, I went to the AP night where students can learn more about the classes they could take the next year. This is where I met Mr. Bell, one of the most influential people in my life up until this point. My first class with Mr. Bell was AP Physics 2 as a sophomore. This class was challenging, but as long as you trust him and allow him to push you to succeed, Mr. Bell will not let you be any less than the best you can be. Mr. Bell was able to see talent and success in me that otherwise may not have been tapped into. He was an old school teacher, so old in fact that he taught my dad in high school, but also old school in the way that he knew when to have fun and when to really crack down and take over. Mr. Bell always knew the right thing to say to someone who was struggling, whether it was with school, their future, or just in general stress of being a human. Overall, Mr. Bell, without you, there would be hundreds of students walking through the halls of Bentonville West without truly knowing their full potential, and for that, I'm deeply thankful.
Hi, my name is Khadijah Sip and I am graduating from Bentonville High School. I am so grateful for the memories I've made these past years with all my teachers and peers. While at BHS, I was the co-president of HOSA, Future Health Professionals, co-captain of the ACE team, and a National Merit finalist. I was also on the teen advisory board of the Bentonville Public Library and the board of directors of the Bentonville Library Foundation. This fall, I will be attending the University of Arkansas, where I will be following a pre-med track and hopefully double majoring in biochemistry and psychology. After this, I hope to pursue med school, where my end goal would be to become a pediatric neurologist. Today, I want to recognize my 4th grade English teacher from Center and Gamble Elementary, Mrs. Carlson. I enjoyed every minute of her class and her hilarious sense of humor. Her enthusiasm for books is what inspired me to be an avid reader. And on that note, I feel that I need to apologize for all the times, and there were a lot, that I was caught reading under my desk. I also want to thank her for encouraging my creative writing skills, despite most of my stories ending with me waking up from a dream. Most of all, I really appreciate that she still takes the time to talk to me every time we meet, and that she has remained invested in my education every step of the way. I am truly so lucky to have had such an amazing and encouraging teacher in my life.
Hi, I'm Adele May. Next year, I plan on attending the Honors College at the University of Illinois in Chicago. I'm going to be majoring in communications in hopes of being a journalist, preferably at the Chicago Tribune. I aspire to cover humanities and all the diverse perspectives America has to offer. Bentonville West High School has immensely helped me on my path towards that dream, and I'm so grateful to all the students and staff that have supported me along the way. Both of the fine arts programs I was involved in, forensics and orchestra, gave me the chance to experience new things. I've slept up in a New York skyscraper, and I've also slept next to a nest of ladybugs. I'm talking like 20 to 30 little things crawling above my head. Despite all the crazy things I've been through, I'm so glad I had the chance to experience them next to the members of Chamber Orchestra, National Honor Society, Key Club, and LinkedIn. One of the most spectacular people I met during my high school experience was my AP Language and Composition teacher, Mrs. Moore. Mrs. Moore made me feel like my ideas were valued. I had always thought I was a part of life's background, but she made me realize I could be something great. She taught me how to deal with failure and rise above it. She helped me develop my voice. She gave me the chance to experience the most profounding, impactful literature I've ever read. I am so grateful to Miss Moore, and she was a friend and a role model. I appreciate and love her immensely.
Hello, my name is Andres Alvarado. I'm a BWHS graduate. I enjoyed my time at West. It was a blast. I did a lot of volunteer work through Key Club, and I played 3 years of tennis. I excelled on my ACT and PSAT, and so I plan on attending NYU Stern School of Business and majoring in finance. When I see 4 years into the future, I see myself pursuing a job at Wall Street and possibly later following it up with an MBA. I enjoyed my time with many of my teachers, but I can easily say that Mr. Bell was the most influential. He spent a lot of time giving valuable advice and encouraging me to pursue a grandiose future. He encourages a competitive environment, boosted our ego, and talked a lot about other students' past success, which pushed me to be successful in myself. Mr. Bell was a physics teacher at West, but I can easily say that his most influential part was his ability to conversate and play devil's advocate.
Hello, I'm Sam Woodhouse. I'd like to say my years at Bentonville High School have gone pretty well. I've spent the last 4 years performing in the marching band, captaining the Quiz Bowl team, vibing in the jazz band, and voting in the student council, all the while becoming a national merit finalist. Next year I will be attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. I am undecided in my major, but I am interested in the fields of government, political science, and business. The teacher I am recognizing is Mr. Vess. He taught my pre-AP English 2 class, and now is leading Gateway at BHS. I chose Mr. Vess for a multitude of reasons. I associate his class with the best memories I've had in high school. Every piece of literature, from Julius Caesar to 1984, was taught in a way that encouraged creativity and individuality. I've shockingly never been the most inspired or creative artist, but through his support I was able to find a way to express myself through a strength of mine, music, in a couple of projects. On top of the assignment-specific brilliance, Mr. Vess is definitely the teacher you want in your corner. The result of his advice led to my enjoyment of jazz band and the Ivy English program over my last few years of high school. And he always was around to talk even in the years after English in 10th grade. To say his presence made my high school experience better would be a great understatement.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Berry. This fall, I will be attending the University of Tulsa as a presidential and global scholar. I plan to major in international relations and minor in Spanish. After college, I want to get my graduate degree in international law and eventually become a human rights lawyer. One of my favorite things I did while at Bentonville High School was compete on the debate team. I was able to meet many inspiring people, and my junior year, I was able to compete at nationals in public forum debate. I also competed on the mock trial team, which helped me learn about law in a lot more ways than I expected. Finally, I enjoyed being able to connect with the freshmen at my school as a student-to-student mentor. During my senior year, I was thankful to receive the Arkansas Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish. The teacher I have chosen to recognize is Miss Alice Haney, who is my postgraduate advisor. When I first met Miss Haney, the thing that stood out to me the most was the fact that she gave candy to all the students. But I soon realized that this simple act reveals another one of her great attributes. She genuinely cares about every student and wants to brighten their day. The most important thing about Miss Haney is that she is a great friend. I love that I always have her cheering me on and pushing me to succeed. Whether it is helping me with a college and scholarship application, being excited with me about my latest college news, or listening to me complain about my dislike for an assignment or school policy, I always know I can count on Miss Haney. I truly value her opinion and advice, not just in the college and scholarship realm, but also in every part of my life.
Hello, my name is Harshdeep Singh and I'm planning to attend the University of Arkansas this fall as an Honors College Fellow. I plan to major in chemical engineering and minor in nanotechnologies. Should all go well. My goal is to become a chemical engineer and explore the several career paths from there, such as in food processing or in the material industry. My high school experience just flew by. I became a national merit finalist. I participated in Mu Alpha Theta Math Club, and I'm on track to receive an international baccalaureate diploma. I chose to recognize my teacher, Mr. Paxton. Mr. Paxton has always been there to support me, even after I finished this class. He always had a word of advice for me. Mr. Paxton also taught me and both of my sisters, whom have graduated Bentonville High School. He was always there when I needed advice for college or just someone to talk to. He was there when I felt nervous or anxious about anything, and he always had helpful life advice. I want to thank him for what he's done for me as well as my family.
I'm Malaika John, and I plan on attending Baylor University in the fall. I'm incredibly excited to be double majoring in professional writing and rhetoric and business administration. My ultimate goal is to become a lawyer. College is incredibly exciting, but I'm going to miss a lot of the high school people and experiences I've had. One of the highlights of my high school career was being captain of the BHS debate team and being able to travel the country. I was also thankful to be a national merit finalist. It was a rewarding experience that led me to find the college that I'm attending now. And finally, I'm happy to have been able to serve as the BHS Law Club president. The educator I choose to honor is Ms. Pate, who was my 11th grade AP Language and Composition teacher. She has shaped my future in ways she may not even realize. Initially, I was nervous about her class. I'd heard that it was difficult, but when it began, all the rumors were blown out of the water. The course material was challenging sometimes, but Ms. Pate had a way of breaking down complicated subjects into something easier to understand. She always let us dip our toes into the assignments before we dived headfirst. During her class, I learned how to write persuasive essays, how to analyze texts, how to complete multiple choice questions with accuracy and speed. Because of her, I felt confident that my best effort would be enough to get me my goal score on the AP exam. I'd never felt like that about an AP class before. I'm so grateful for all the time and effort Ms. Pate poured into helping me, because the skills I learned are what I used in my college applications, scholarships I applied to, and even the ACT. Throughout, I realized how deeply I enjoyed it all. I never realized that I liked essay writing, but now it's the reason I'm majoring in professional writing in college. Everything Ms. Pate did for me, like patiently answering my after-class questions, will carry with me throughout college, law school, and the rest of my life. So because of this, Ms. Pate, I say thank you for everything.
Hi, I'm Olivia Elsoff. As a fellow at the University of Arkansas, I am unsure of what major I want to pursue, but at the moment I am set for a major in international marketing. In the future, I hope to study abroad and continue learning French. Although I'm not certain what job I might pursue in the future, I know that my education at Bentonville High School has set me up to succeed in college and my career beyond. At BHS, I was president of French Club, event coordinator of the Environmental Action Club, an officer in Mu Alpha Theta and National Honor Society, and a National Merit finalist. I was also a participant at Arkansas Governor's School and attended conferences from Model United Nations. The teacher I'm recognizing today is Madam Simpson. I've had Madam Simpson as a French teacher for 3 years, and she's always pushed me to go above and beyond. It's evident that Madam Simpson truly cares for her students and their progress. Within BHS, she's cultivated a tight-knit community through the French Club that helps drive our continued dedication to French. Madam Simpson's dedication to French has bled into my life and influenced me to continue learning it beyond just a high school education.
Hello, my name is Melissa Taylor. Throughout my time at Bentonville High School, I got to participate in the choir and theater programs while co-leading Outreach for Christ Club and Physics Club. I spent quite a bit of my time helping out at Grace Point Church while spreading magic with Princess Party Palace and filming a future critically acclaimed sitcom with many of my incredible peers. I'm honored to be Troop 3430's 2020 Honor Thespian, a National Merit finalist, and the recipient of multiple Wilson Awards. I'm super excited to be a part of Killichin Honors College at Boston University this fall, majoring in neuroscience and minoring in theater. All of the glory for anything I've done and will ever do goes to God, and all of the gratitude to my wonderful parents and brothers, to every other member of my family, and to the teachers, friends, and mentors of mine who are constantly encouraging and caring for me. I'm super excited to honor Mr. Maynez, my 8th grade history teacher. Mr. Maynez impacted my life by encouraging and inspiring me to make a difference in the world. I remember on the first day of 8th grade, he asked our class what we believed history was, and then proceeded to radically change that idea for many of us, including myself. Mr. Maynez told us that history is not just what's happened in the past, but what is happening now and what we do about it. Mr. Maynez gave me the resources and encouragement to actually make a difference in the world by raising money and organizing a school-wide event to benefit an organization that worked with victims of human trafficking. He taught with the belief that history and learning is far beyond books and taking notes. and that's a belief I'll carry with me always. In a world where it's easy to feel trapped in darkness, he was and is relentless with his hope in the future, in this generation, and in me. You rock, Mr. Maynes.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Ray. I'm going to Florida State University this fall, and I'm majoring in criminology. I'm planning on either double majoring or minoring in psychology, political science, or Spanish. I would like to work in behavioral analysis in the future and potentially work reforming the justice system. At Bentonville High School, I was the host of Vice President, a Key Club officer, captain of the girls lacrosse team, and a National Merit finalist. I'm also an AP Scholar, I did senior girls, and I stayed super involved in school activities and sports for the past 4 years. The teacher that I've chosen to recognize is Mr. Kitchens. He was my pre-AP chemistry teacher sophomore year, and he ended up convincing me to take college chemistry senior year. In the 3 years that I've known Mr. Kitchens, he's been one of the best, most supportive, and funniest teachers I've ever had. Junior year, when I didn't have him as a teacher, one of my friends and I would stop by his classroom nearly every B-day to talk about how we missed having him as a teacher and complain about our other science classes. Mr. Kitchens was always super great about it and really kept me interested in STEM in school. Convincing me to take college chem and encouraging me to keep pursuing science has really helped prepare me for college and my future career.
Hi, my name is Russ Stark. I'm going to attend the University of Arkansas as a fellow in the Honors College. I plan to study chemical engineering and potentially minor in business. After college, I'd like to work on projects that relate to clean and alternative energy sources. I'm particularly interested in solar and nuclear technology. I am also really interested in nanotech and material sciences, which is one of the reasons I want to be a chemical engineer. I moved to Bentonville during my freshman year and spent all 4 years of high school here. I made a lot of friends at Bentonville and memories that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Going to my junior prom, winning the conference championship, and building a self-propelled car out of a rat trap are a few of my favorite memories. Over these last few years, I have accomplished a lot that I am proud of. I helped create the biology club and stream team at BHS. Our class in football did not lose a conference game. I was a member of NHS. I became an AP Scholar with distinction. I was selected to represent the state of Arkansas for the National Science Foundation's National Youth Science Camp. The accomplishment that I am most proud of is receiving the Honors College Fellowship at the University of Arkansas. I'd like to thank my parents, my teachers, my coaches, my friends, and BHS for giving me the opportunity to learn and have the success that I was able to have. I've had a lot of influential teachers at BHS, including my mother. The teacher that have influenced me the most was Mrs. Amanda Teese. Mrs. Teese teaches AP Bio along with being my seminar teacher for all 4 years of high school. Coming in as a freshman who didn't know anybody, I was really nervous about my situation. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was in a new place and I was scared because I was a freshman. Mrs. Teese's seminar was the class that I did not have to worry about being the new kid, where I was able to vent and relax. Through the years, she gave me advice about life, high school, college, and surviving in the real world. In my junior year, she was my AP Bio teacher. I always loved biology, but the thing I learned most in AP Bio was how to work hard and study. I value the study habits that I gained, and I will definitely be using those in college. During my senior year, she helped me with scholarship applications. She wrote my recommendation letter and read over my essays, helped me make decisions, things like that. Mrs. Teese was like a second mother to me in high school. I am honored to be able to recognize Mrs. Teese at my academic signing, and Mrs. Teese, thank you for everything you did for me.
Hi, I'm Addison Carly. During my time at Bentonville High School, I spent countless hours each year as a manager of the girls basketball team, a team that definitely became my second family. I participated in student council for 2 of my 4 years at BHS. I was named an AP Scholar with distinction and also a Questbridge Scholar. And through Questbridge, I received a full scholarship to Washington University in St. Louis with the National College Match. And while at WashU, I plan to study psychology and go on to law school. I would like to study criminal law and someday open up my own practice. I have chosen to recognize Coach Mayer as the teacher who had the biggest impact on my academic career. Coach Mayer was my teacher for AP Statistics and also one of our basketball coaches. Coach Mayer ended up becoming like a second father to me, as I spent more time with him than my actual family because of our crazy basketball schedule. He never failed to believe in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. He always pushed me to do my best no matter the circumstances. Coach Mayer encouraged me in all of my pursuits, and I can honestly say I would not be where I am today if it weren't for his faith in me. So thank you, Coach Mayer.
I'm Justin Kogo, and I am graduating from Bentonville West High School. Next year, I plan to attend the Honors College at the University of Arkansas and dual major in mathematics and computer science. After I graduate, I plan to get my graduate degree and work as either a software developer or a data scientist. As a freshman, I was awarded the Innovative Electrical and Software Design Award at the JBU Engineering Camp for wiring 2 Arduino boards together. One of them was for sensing its surroundings, and the other one was for controlling the motors. In addition, I was involved in the U Alpha Theta for 2 years, the school's mountain bike team for 3 years, and the ACE team for 4 years. I was also recognized as a National Merit Finalist and an AP Scholar with distinction. The most influential teacher I have had is Mr. Blake Matthews. When I was with him, he taught a few of the Gateway to Technology courses at Washington Junior High. Mr. Matthews is the primary reason for my interest in technology, as in my 7th grade year, I had him for one of the GTT classes. He convinced me to join the brand new robotics team, where I helped lead the team to 2 consecutive World Championship appearances. He had the perfect combination of figure it out yourself and let me show you a good way to do this, so I was able to learn to solve my own problems, but he always kept me headed in the right direction. This led to my passion in computer science and drove me to appreciate math more. Without him, I would have no idea of what my future could look like.
Hi, my name is Ahmed Mustafa, and I just finished 4 years at Bentonville West High School. During those 4 years, I was a programmer in the BWHS Robotics Club, where we qualified for state competition each year and went to VEX Worlds in 2019. I participated in volunteer activities like tutoring and test prep, along with volunteering at the Bentonville Public Library and Bentonville Islamic Center. In terms of academics, this year I became a National Merit Finalist and a National AP Scholar. Next year, I'll be attending the University of Arkansas for computer science, and I plan on developing artificial intelligence in the future. I've learned a lot from all of my teachers, but in terms of impact on my future, Mr. Sip has had the most influence. He taught me AP Calculus A, B, and BC, but more importantly, a perspective that most people lose as they become adults. The time that I spent in Mr. Sip's class was enjoyable, as he prioritized the quality of knowledge rather than the quantity, which made me consider mathematics as a second major. Most importantly, his personal stories and daily conversations with students showed me the importance of making memories.
My name is Lakeya Wan, and I will be attending the University of Arkansas this fall. During my time at BWHS, I became a National Merit Finalist, I won a car, and was offered a fellowship at the University of Arkansas. I'm very excited to attend college this fall and very grateful to have been a Wolverine. I find that West has provided me an avenue not only to grow academically, but also as a person. Looking back to freshman year, I was a completely different person. I've grown. I've become more confident in myself, more outgoing, and more successful. I wouldn't have been able to do that without the help of my teachers and peers at BWHS. Whether it was through extracurricular activities, classroom discussions, or events, I was given the resources that allowed me to flourish and become the person I am today. As for the teacher that's impacted me the most, I have to go with Coach Ty Killingsworth. In short, Coach Kill made school fun. Every day I walked into this class, I knew I was going to leave smiling. Even when work was hard, I could always rely on him to crack a joke while also giving me academic help when I needed it. That extended to when I wasn't in his class too. Even if we talked for only a few minutes in the halls, he was there to help. Paired with his comedy was his advice. He gave me guidance for which colleges to look into, which careers to think about, how to handle my extracurriculars, and so much more. Honestly, I don't think I'd be the same Lakeya Wan without him.
My name is Priya, and I have been a student in the Bentonville School District from kindergarten through 12th grade. Along with my wonderful parents, there have been so many teachers, counselors, and administrators who have helped me tremendously over the years, and I wouldn't be where I am today without their continued support. I will be attending Harvard University this fall, and I plan to study government, gender studies, and sociology as an undergraduate student. In the future, I hope to attend law school and get involved with public policy, outreach and advocacy, and nonprofit development. At Bentonville West, I was on the speech and debate team for all 4 years of high school and had the honor of being a 4-time national qualifier to the National Speech and Debate Tournament. I was also very involved with Student Council, LinkedIn, and National Honor Society, and have been able to serve my community in many ways through these amazing clubs. Also, I was named an AXA Equitable Excellence recipient for my work with the Loud Women program, which I founded and built with West Junior Anna Dean. While there are so many people in the district that have helped me grow, I want to give my speech and debate coach, Mrs. Ryan, a shout out. Since my freshman year, Miss Ryan has taken me under her wing and helped me get out of my comfort zone to build my speaking skills. From after-school workshops to weekend practices to late nights at tournaments, I've learned so much from her. She is always available to be a sounding board for my ideas and has helped me grow not only as a student but as a person as well. I know that I can come to Miss Ryan with anything, and she always knows what to say. She has been an integral part of the creation of Loud Women and has helped me greatly in the college application process. I am forever in debt to her for her guidance, love, and compassion that she has given me.
Hi, my name's Kylie Newman, and I will be attending Stephen F. Austin State University in the fall to pursue my dream of playing beach volleyball in college. I plan to major in kinesiology and minor in nutrition and French in order to obtain a career in physical therapy. Following the end of my high school career, I will have graduated as captain of a state championship volleyball team, as an AP Scholar with Distinction, and as a member of the National French Honor Society. I want to recognize my sophomore AP United States history teacher, Mr. Devaney, for all the time and work he put into making his class fun and organized, providing a positive learning environment for his students. Even though I'm not a history genius and his class started at 7:15 in the morning, I still woke up excited to get to school and begin my day with a teacher that strived to make his class not only informative but interesting. Not only then, but 2 years later, when I went up to Mr. Devaney and asked him for recommendations, he was quick to help and offered further assistance without hesitation. Due to his willingness to help me succeed in the next stage of life, I received the Douglas Honors and Regent Scholarships from SFA. Therefore, I wanted to thank you, Mr. Devaney, for always putting your students first and pushing us to better ourselves and those around us. Thank you.